KLD News 13 live this morning.
And a very good Wednesday morning to you. Thank you for waking up with KLD News 13. It is Inauguration Day, 4:30, Wednesday, January 20th, 2021.
A very historic day. There is a lot happening this morning. Here's a look at what is happening right now. You are taking a live look to the White House, the place the soon-to-be President Joe Biden calls home today. He will be sworn in at 10 a.m. Tucson time. His inauguration speech is expected to focus on unity in a setting unlike we've seen before. The hundreds of thousands usually on the National Mall, not there because of security concerns. And
that's swearing in here at the United States Capitol. While there are tens of thousands of National Guard troops on the outside, it is a big day inside this building. While Democrats take the balance of power in the Senate, things expected to speed up in getting members of Joe Biden's cabinet in place. Meanwhile, Senate leaders also working to get things going for the impeachment trial of soon-to-be former President Donald Trump.
And here at home, every appointment for a COVID-19 vaccine at a state-run site is full this morning. Almost 150,000 appointments made available yesterday as eligibility expands to people over the age of 65 at those sites. Now, that expanded eligibility adds 750,000 people to Group 1B. State health leaders say they are expecting weekly shipments of vaccines all across the state. And outside on this Wednesday, here comes the rain, possibly the wind. Let's check in with meteorologist Stephanie Waldriff on this First Alert Action Day.
Hey, good morning. We're starting off fairly quiet.
Steph will check in with you soon. We want to take you back out live now to the U.S. Capitol, where in just a few hours, President-elect Joe Biden and VP-elect Kamala Harris will be sworn into their official roles. The two are expected to take the oath of office around 10 this morning, Arizona time. Now, right now, final preparations are underway to make sure that the ceremony goes smoothly. Safety, of course, at the top of mind with protocols in place to help limit the spread of COVID-19. And extra security precautions also in place this morning. Andrew, you have more on what's happening there in D.C. and here in Arizona on this historic. Your time is 4:55. We begin your morning sprint at our nation's capital, and an action-packed day as President Trump and Vice President Mike Pence leave office, and really a busy day for the next crew.
A very, very busy day indeed. The President-elect Joe Biden and VP-elect Kamala Harris getting right to work after being sworn in. There's a list of executive orders President-elect Biden will sign when he's sworn in, including pausing the border wall construction in Arizona and Texas. They're also getting back into the Paris Climate Accord and also ending that Muslim travel ban. So a lot happening. That's just a couple of a lot of executive
Already
orders.
This morning we got a list of some of those. That includes the eviction moratorium, also the pause on student loans. And as they step into their new roles, the official presidential Twitter accounts, POTUS and VP, will also be transferred to both Joe Biden and Kamala Harris.
That's right, but unlike...
Right now at noon, we begin with late-breaking news and a live look to Capitol Hill. Right now, debate underway in both the Senate and the House of Representatives. You're looking live to the House floor right now. This after Republican Congressman Andy Biggs of Arizona objected to certifying Arizona's 11 electoral votes in favor of President-elect Joe Biden. Now, that move effectively delays the count to certify Biden's win. Thanks for joining us here on a busy Wednesday. I'm Angelica Carrillo. Now, within minutes of that historic joint session of Congress, the counting of electoral votes has been stopped and debate in each chamber has begun. You saw that just a moment ago. Now, this has never happened before in our nation's history. We're also following some late-breaking news from the U.S. Capitol. We are getting word right now that U.S. Capitol Police are evacuating some congressional office buildings because of police activity. We showed you a little while ago those protests, and I believe, guys, is this a live look out to the streets right now? Okay, it is a live look out to the streets right now of D.C. You can see some of those pro-Trump protesters going in the streets. We know that, again, U.S. Capitol Police are evacuating some of the congressional office buildings because of police activity. Thousands of supporters there are protesting the electoral vote to certify President-elect Joe Biden's win. All right, we are following some late-breaking news. You are taking a live look to the streets of Washington, D.C. right now. A lot is unfolding. We've been following the Senate and the U.S. House of Representatives. They have been looking to certify the 2020 presidential election. That debate underway moments ago, but it has now been halted because of what you're seeing right now. We are learning pro-Trump protesters have stormed the Capitol. You see Capitol Police right there, and we are getting word that several lawmakers lawmakers are sheltering in place or have been escorted off. Of course, right now, senators and congressmen, they are meeting in separate sessions of Congress. Again, this is all unfolding for you on the streets of Washington, D.C. We are watching this very closely, and as soon as we learn any more information, we will bring that straight to you both on air and online.
Live at noon.
Right now at noon, you are taking a live look to Capitol Hill, to the House floor, where right now lawmakers are debating the second impeachment proceedings against President Donald Trump. That is Jim Jordan there, a Republican. The vote is set to happen in the next couple of hours. Thank you so much for joining us here on a very busy KOLD News 13 live at noon. I'm Angelica Carrillo, and it is a historic day. If that vote passes, as it's expected to, the president will be our first in the nation's history to be impeached twice. Natalie Brand explains what this means from Capitol Hill.
CBS News, Capitol Hill.
And we are just getting some breaking news just into our newsroom from the Senate. We are learning if the president is impeached today, the Senate conviction trial likely won't be until after he leaves office. Majority Leader Mitch McConnell now saying he won't call lawmakers back for an emergency session any sooner than their session is normally set to begin on January 19th. We're going to keep tracking all of that. Meanwhile, we are learning New York City is terminating business contracts with the Trump administration after the insurrection at the Capitol. The Trump organization is under a city contract to operate the 2 ice rinks and a carousel in Central Park, as well as a golf course in the Bronx. Mayor Bill de Blasio says Trump profits about $17 million a year from those sites. And we are learning of one new death this morning. The Pima County Sheriff's Department says an inmate there has died 3 weeks after testing positive for COVID-19. We're told the man was in his 70s and had been in custody since 2018 on charges of probation violation, child molestation, sexual abuse, and kidnapping. The Sheriff's Department says he was in medical isolation since he tested positive last month. Banner Health says Arizona is seeing a rise in kids being hospitalized with COVID-19. Officials say hundreds of kids are hospitalized with COVID-19 each month, and that number is rising. Take a look at your screen here. In October, 77 kids were admitted to Banner hospitals for COVID-19. In November, 178 were admitted, and in December, 342. At that rate, Banner expects 6 times more kids will be admitted by the end of this month. According to a study by the Journal of the American Medical Association, Arizona has the worst per capita rate of pediatric hospitalizations at the end of this study in November. Here at home, turning to your first alert weather, we have meteorologist Stephanie Waldriff there. Stephanie, I needed the heater today. Probably won't later, right?
Yeah, you know, it was really cold this morning.
It's nice to have you with us here at 6 o'clock on a Tuesday morning. I'm Andrew Capasso.
And I'm Angelica Carrillo in for Wendy. You know, Andrew, one of the nicest things that we have in the desert is that smell of rain.
Exactly.
And we're probably going to get it. Some of you might be already getting it. Meteorologist Stephanie Waldriff standing by. Give us the good stuff, Steph.
I love the smell. A single day, except for Monday, has rain chances.
Very good.
Finally.
Very good. Good thing we were wearing your pajamas inside out.
It's not a thing.
That's a thing. The
car wash, though.
The car wash is a thing. That works. Angelica, thanks.
We'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Have a good one. At some Walmart stores.
I used to love those. Well, if you have been stuck choosing between coffee or soda, looks like you won't have to make that choice anymore. Check it out. Coca-Cola is out with a new drink line. This one blends soda with coffee. We are told that the can comes in 3 flavors. It has 69 milligrams of caffeine, and that is more than 2 times the amount of a regular can of Coke. Andrew's ears perked up when I said all of that caffeine. All right, trending now. Here's a few birds who know how to strut their stuff. It's all part of the penguin parade at the Cincinnati Zoo. We are told each penguin is named after a famous king. That's Beebe, Larry, Martin Luther, and Coretta Scott. There is a 5th one named Burger, but he decided to stay inside.
Burger King.
Get it? Oh, I finally just got the Burger King part. I was like, I don't remember a king named Burger. Oh, man. I'm glad he decided to stay inside.
Well, you kind of, it's almost lunchtime, so I had to find fries and all that. It's 4:49, morning for Wednesday. Burger King.
If you've ever wanted to let your boss know how you really feel, well, look no further. This simple silicone wristband is called Mood Beam. It monitors your emotional state while working from home. It has yellow buttons for happy and blue ones if you are having a bad day. Your manager can then track your feelings remotely. Andrew, thoughts?
Why? Just get the job done.
Just get the job done. I don't know, like, particularly why a boss would care about your feelings. I mean, I know ours certainly does, but like, they have a lot more things to worry about than your feelings. Like, get the job done, and that's it, right?
There you go. I mean,
yeah. Stephanie says you have to feel good to do your best work, which I feel like that would show in the work.
In the work, exactly.
Oh my goodness.
But this could be useful for like a significant other.
Exactly. It's more of a relationship thing than a boss thing, it seems like.
Yes.
Well, you have a relationship with your boss. I mean, you know,
But that's
like
a different
a
kind of
working relationship. I mean, it's important.
It's 4:51. Your morning sprint's next.
Stop.
Stay with us.
Oh, she's texting us now. No. 2020 news. A brand new poll just out has put former New York Mayor Michael Bloomberg on the debate stage tomorrow night in Las Vegas. So let's take a look at the numbers here. This is a brand new poll just out from NPR, PBS, and Marist College among support for the Democratic nominee. So we have Senator Bernie Sanders coming in at 31%, still the front runner here. But check out Michael Bloomberg coming in right at 19%. Now, this is a big surge. The last poll back in December, he was only at 4% in support, followed by former Vice President Joe Biden right at 15%. Just into our newsroom, Tucson sector Border Patrol agents making a massive meth bust in Nogales. Now, we are just getting some new pictures into our newsroom. Take a look at this. 70 packages of meth. That's about 165 pounds, enough for about 75,000 people. But the way that these smugglers got these drugs into the U.S. is a lot different than what we've seen in the past. Right now, we have Agent Joseph Curran with the Tucson Sector Border Patrol office live to talk to us here about this. Agent Curran, tell us about the way you guys caught these guys. And we are tracking breaking news on Wall Street. You heard the president there talking about that economic stimulus. Investors like that. Take a look. We were in the positive all morning long, but after word broke that the president is not quite ready to roll out those specifics, that administration, look, we are back in the negative this morning. The Dow down about 60 points. Not that significant, but considering what we saw yesterday and after seeing really all morning long things start to trend downward, that's what we're seeing right now. I can tell you the S&P 500 also in the negative right now, about 0.1%. The NASDAQ slightly in the positive, about 0.20%. So we're watching this for you very closely, but again, that's why investors, they're not really seeing the specifics of that economic stimulus that had them excited initially, but not enough to keep it in the positive territory this morning. So we are in for yet another roller coaster day. Will it get as worse as it was yesterday? We'll see.
And what it means with the delegate count.
Well, here is a look at the latest numbers coming in. This is according to the tracker from CNN. Former Vice President Joe Biden still in the lead for delegates. He's at 382 right now, followed by Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders just behind him at 321. So that's increased over the last hour or so, followed by Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren. She's at 25 delegates this morning, and former New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg at 9. But again, we're still waiting for some places like Maine. It's still very close to tell in Maine, so that will add a couple more delegates as well. And California, this is really the big prize for Super Tuesday. More than 400 delegates on the line. That'll be split up though based on percentage points. Right now, Bernie Sanders in the lead there, but we're not adding that to the final delegate count. So while the former vice president is in the lead, that could change this morning. Let's take a look at what's happening right now as you step outside. A very chilly start to your Monday. We're seeing temperatures here in Tucson in the 46 range, 28 for you in Sierra Vista, 33 in Safford, so right above that freezing mark, 37 for you in Nogales, 38 in Marana. Now we are seeing some breezy conditions here in the Tucson metro and a little bit lighter for you down towards the southeastern part of the border, a little bit stronger for you over in Nogales. That trend will continue similar to what we saw over the weekend, just not quite as strong. We're seeing a little bit of some cloud cover over us. Again, that will continue at least through about 10, 11 o'clock today, this morning, and then we will see some clearing skies, making for an absolutely gorgeous start to your Monday. We have some changes heading our way. We have this cool air mass. That's what brought us the breezy conditions, cooler temperatures lingering for the first half of the week. But then as we go into your Wednesday, that's going to start to move out of the region, and high pressures building in from the Pacific. What that's going to do for us, warm us up pretty significantly. This is a pretty strong system. Keep us dry, of course. course, and those winds are going to die down. So here's a look at that hour by hour forecast I was talking about a little while ago. We're going to see temperatures pretty mild really through the first half of the morning and even into the afternoon hours as well. We're not going to be warming up a whole lot here. We're in the mid to upper 50s right around that lunchtime hour. So if you're going to be doing anything outside, maybe eating lunch outside, you want to grab that light jacket, keep it handy. And then by this afternoon, we'll see temperatures in the low 60s. So we're below average for this time of year. Monday and Tuesday, our average for this year is right at 65. So we'll be that for tomorrow. But then once that system does move in on Wednesday, notice the warming trend. We're going to be in the 70s, and then Friday and Saturday, never too early to start looking ahead to the weekend. We're in the upper 70s. We're going to be flirting with those record temperatures. I don't quite think we'll get there, but again, plenty of sunshine as we head into the weekend. Then those cool mornings near freezing will continue into tomorrow before warming up as well for the rest of the week.